Could you leave your business for 30 days and not check in at all? Why, or maybe why not? Well, let's talk about that today. Happy Monday, friends. Thomas Joyner with Business on Purpose here. So, a litmus test that we like to use for our coaching roadmap is always what we call the 30-day test. And it's, could you leave your business for 30 days and not answer email, not answer voicemails, whatever? What would happen to the business, right? Would it be able to survive, or maybe would it limp along with quality control issues and employees just kind of aimlessly getting through each day? Or would people even know what to do, and would they get it done? If you're anything like most of our clients, when we talk to them, the answer is always no way. Absolutely no way. That is impossible. But it's not. I was sitting with one of our former clients last week, and he was saying how freeing it was for him to actually try this. And he'd, finished recording all the systems and processes, and he delegated all the responsibilities and the day-to-day operations of his business, and he just took off. Loaded the family up for an RV trip out west for 31 days, because why not go a day longer just to prove the systems work? No email, no phone calls, just let the team figure it out. And here's what happened. They absolutely crushed it. Years of preparation, right? 2 years of preparation for that 30-day trip. And yet the business seemed to thrive as it leaned into each system that had been built along the way. So if you were to answer the question, what really holds you back from being able to spend 30 days away from your business? Are you the main source of revenue generation? Okay, no problem. How can you begin to share that with somebody? Push somebody else to start generating revenue in a new way and delegate some of that off your shoulders. Are you the key person who puts out all the fires? Great. Start training someone and bringing them into these decisions to get that responsibility off your shoulders. But seriously, if you had to hone in on what was holding you back, what's keeping you from starting to offload that, think the business can never get there? Well, change your thinking. Work on an org chart and a vision that would allow you to offload it and then go to work achieving it. Because here's the thing, if the answer to this question is no, that you can't take off 30 days and the business actually survive, it actually means you have a job, not a business. Let me say that again. If you can't take 30 days away from the business and the business actually survive, it means that you have a job, not a business. And I know that's a harsh truth, but you really just have a job that you have to show up for, or else everything folds around it, versus an active business that you are running to work without you. It's a big, big difference. Now, hear me clearly. If 30 days off, is not what you want, that's fine. But what is the target? It needs to be a business that could work without you for those 30 days or longer if you needed it to. I've had incident after incident of clients telling me they don't need to work towards that in their business, and yet we keep pushing. We say, hey, I promise you it's worth it. You may need it someday. And then the unthinkable happens. Father or spouse comes down with cancer, and they need to spend time with him or her and help them through the treatment. Daughter gets in a car accident, has to have surgery at a hospital a few hours away. And so instead of just saying, hey, I got to stay home and work, but you go, no, you can be there at the hospital helping your family, being a part of that. Kid does better in a baseball tournament during the summer, gets invited to play in a tournament 4 states away to showcase their talent in front of college coaches and scouts, and he asks you to be there. And so instead of saying, hey, I'll do my best, no, absolutely, the business can run without me. I can be there. Even though it's a surprise, even though chaos pops up, and you just say, you know what, the business can handle it. These are real situations where had they just thrown their hands up and said, no, we don't need to build systems and processes, they would have missed all of them, or at best, been rushed and distracted instead of present right where they needed and wanted to be. That's why we always say it's not just about being liberated from chaos, but it's so that you can make time for what matters most. That what matters most is the end goal, not necessarily being liberated from chaos. Yes, that's great, but it gives you the opportunity to chase what really matters. And for any one of our clients who've had something that truly matters just staring them in the face and had the freedom to go with no questions asked, knowing that their business would be fine without them, man, that is a sweet, sweet thing. That's the taste you want in your mouth when you leave, knowing it's going to be okay, and now I can keep my focus where it needs to be. That's why we push and ask this question. So today, go back to that question of could your business last without you for 30 days and ask, what needs to change? so I could take 30 days off in my business. Do it today. You don't have to take that 30 days off and test it. No, but start working on those systems and processes and getting things delegated in an order. I believe you'll be glad that you did one day. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you have a great week.